What is going on, beautiful people? I am Lee Hammock, the diagnosed self-aware narcissist known as mental illness, and welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about why I went to therapy as a narcissist. My wife is going to guest star at the beginning of this episode, y'all. She's going to tell you her perspective of why she thinks I went to therapy, and I'm going to give you mine as well. Stay tuned for more. Like and subscribe. So, do you think I went through therapy just for you?
No.
Because a lot of people ask me that question, like, do you go to therapy? What did your wife do differently to make you go to therapy? What was it about? Why do you think I went to therapy? And this is just random. I'm just asking her on the fly.
I'm guessing because you didn't want to live the same way you were living anymore, so you knew you had to if you wanted to change things.
Change things like what? With just
in
you?
General, like how you feel, how you parent, how you treat others, how just living with yourself. I feel like you were like uncomfortable with it a lot of times, so you had to switch it up.
I just asked that question out the blue because I see that in my comment sections a lot, where people feel like there's something that you can change about yourself to make the narcissistic person go to therapy and work on themselves. Whether a narcissist goes through therapy or not has way less to do with you than you think it does, y'all. Therapy is tough, and therapy requires vulnerability and honesty. Hope this helps. So, welcome back, y'all. So, yeah. So before we hop in today's episode, y'all, my self-love journal is available on Amazon. Lee Hammock, I Love Me, a self-love journal. Check it out. The link is in the description, or you can find it on Amazon at Lee Hammock Self-Love Journal. Lee Hammock Self-Love Book. It's a journal that you write in, y'all. But yeah, y'all see my wife's perspective right there. A lot of people ask me from my wife's point of view and her and things like that. Why did you go to therapy, Lee? Why did you go to therapy? Why did you take the steps to go to therapy? What did your wife do to make you go to therapy? What was it about her that made you want to change? I get so many of those questions. So I just asked her that question on the fly. And then I asked her, could I post a video for her? I'll hop on it. Like, did you get consent to post it? Yes. She consented on posting a video. She just doesn't do videos of her own. Talk about narcissists, y'all. Because she doesn't want to give y'all false hope that the person in your life is going to change. She's not going to give you false hope that the person in your your influence has something to do on whether or not that narcissistic person goes to therapy and gets help and admits that they have a problem or an issue or something along those lines. She doesn't want to give y'all false hope on that because she can't tell you how to make a narcissist go to therapy. She didn't tell me to go to therapy. As you can see right there, she said you went to therapy because you knew that you had a problem. Yes, my wife called me a narcissist. The word narcissist was not in my life, was not in my vocabulary until she screamed it at me in February or March of 2017. She yelled it at me. She said, it's so hard living with a damn narcissist. That's where her part of the story kind of me going to therapy had nothing to do with her other than the fact she called me a narcissist. I looked it up. I saw that the only way you can deal with being a narcissist or narcissistic personality disorder was to go sit in the therapist chair and work on your childhood issues and things of that nature. So it's not about her. She can just see I was unhappy with myself. I was always uncomfortable with myself, even when I was succeeding, y'all. Even when I graduate from college, even when I sell 25, 30 houses in a year and I'm doing very well. Yeah, I think I sold 36, 40 houses in a year. I was doing good as a real estate agent. Even when I was being successful, six-figure real estate agent, one of the top 10% in my agency. Like, I'm a real estate agent in North Carolina, if y'all did not know. I was doing very well as a realtor. And she knew that. She saw that I still was struggling with my happiness, internal happiness. So she saw the struggle. I got tired of being who I was. I wanted to be more of who I wanted to, who I actually thought I was. You see what I'm saying? I had this false image of who I was, and I wasn't living up to it. So I wasn't happy. My unhappiness drove me to therapy. It keeps me in therapy right now. It has way less to do with you than you think it does. I know people just try to equate your value or your worth. Well, too bad I'm not worth enough for my partner to go to therapy. It's not about you. If they go to therapy to get you back, then it will not work. I promise you, that's my perspective. If they go to therapy just to get you, just to keep you here, it will not work. They have to want to go to therapy for themselves. For themselves, not for you, for themselves. Literally, it cannot be for you. It cannot be for you. It cannot be for you. I know people just like, but Lee, I want to be worth. No, y'all, listen to what I'm saying right now out of my mouth. Whether they choose to go to therapy or not has way less to do with you than you think it does. It has to be about them. They have to be selfish with their healing, or it will not work. That's my perspective. It will not work, y'all. They have to want to go to therapy for themselves to get better for themselves. Yes, I go to therapy for myself because I was unhappy with myself. Going to therapy and working on myself has allowed me to be a better husband, has allowed me to be a better father, has allowed me to be a better friend, a better brother, a better son, has allowed all of that stuff to get better in my life because I've been working on it. You see what I'm saying? It has allowed me to get better because I've been working on it. That's what I've been doing, y'all. I've been working on me. For me. It sounds selfish, but like my wife, like even if she did leave me, I would still go to therapy. Can you say the same? If your partner goes to therapy for you, then you're the only catalyst that makes them go to therapy. If you leave, they'll stop. So that makes you, and that will make you feel responsible for them going to therapy. If they say they're going to therapy to be better for you, then that applies unnecessary pressure on you to stay with them. Well, I have to stay with them so they can go to therapy so they can see it through. No, you do not. That's why I say it cannot be for you. It cannot be for you. It cannot. I know people don't want to hear that. People just believe you've been giving us false hope for you. No, the hell I haven't. I say over and over again, don't take hope from me. I say this in my live videos. I say this in videos. Don't look at me as an example that your narcissist can change. Do not stay in a toxic, abusive relationship because you think your narcissistic partner is going to be better. It does not work that way, y'all. It absolutely does not work that way. They have to want to be better for themselves. It has way less to do with you than you think. And so many people apply so much pressure to themselves because if they want to go to therapy for you, that means you have to stay with them for them to get better, correct? You see how that works right there? You see what I'm saying? They have to get better. They have to work better. They have to want to be better. They have to want to be better. They have to want to be better for themselves, y'all. I did not go to therapy for my wife. I go to therapy. Is my wife happier with me now because I go to therapy? Yeah, she is. I know people are going to watch that video. The crazy thing about it, and this is another reason I don't post videos like this with my wife a whole bunch, because people will just take that little video right there. Well, she looks uncomfortable. I'm a body language expert. And oh my goodness. And my wife, she was like, I showed her the comments. She was like, yeah, I don't know what to say. Like, she doesn't like being on camera. Lee, you made her uncomfortable. Blink twice. And there are people who try to find my wife online, send her messages. I'll help you escape. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But it's not about you, y'all. It really is not about you. It's about them wanting to be better for themselves. Because what happens if you leave? Are they going to stay in therapy? Or is it just performative? Performative therapy does exist, y'all. You know what I mean? Anyways, y'all, short and sweet to the point. Grab this self-love journal on Amazon. And my wife, like I said, for the channel members, she does answer questions in the channel membership section sometimes, y'all. When somebody asks a question, she'll post a video response to it sometimes. You know, I'll give her the phone. This is my vlogging phone right here. She's on my vlog too. So she does respond to some member questions or whatever. So join the channel memberships, ask me a question like, what does your wife think about this? I'll show her, let her answer it. You know what I mean? Anyways, y'all, like and subscribe for more. And as always, Mental Illness is out. Peace.